I match with this guy on Tinder. We speak once and he messages me to go out on a date with him that same evening. He's cute, so I say yes. Let's call him Paul. So Paul said he wanted to go to Rev, stand up, let's dance kind of vibe. Bear in mind, it's a Monday evening. So I was like, I don't think that's the best place to go. But this man was adamant on going there. So I was like, you know what? Let's go. I go home, I get ready and I meet him. He's actually really, really cute, even better looking in person. We get to Rev's and surprise, surprise, it is and I was like, I did tell you. So we end up going to a Slug and Lettuce. We're having small talk, he buys drinks, and I buy a round of drink. One thing that's important is I did ask him what time his train back was because he doesn't drive. So I was like, have you got a return ticket? And he was like, oh, don't worry, I've got the ticket, like everything's under control. So I was like, okay, perfect, fine, amazing. So at 11 p.m, everyone's clearing up and they're basically telling us to get out. It's a Monday night, no one is staying past 11. So we go outside. I was like, I think I'm just gonna go home and go to bed. Sorry, I've got to wake up early tomorrow for uni. He was so understanding. He was like, yeah, no, fair enough. Can I walk you home? So I thought, wow, thank you so much. What a gentleman. So we get there. It's the awkward goodbye. He goes in to kiss me and I do that really awkward thing that's like, I tilt my head to go in for a hug because I really did not want to kiss him. He walks off. I get into my house. I burst out laughing. Anyway, get ready for bed, take my makeup off, and when all of a sudden I get a message from Paul. He says, we have a problem that he's missed his train. Bear in mind, it's 11 p.m. and his phone is on 1%. So he's asking if he can come back to my house to charge his phone so that he can make his way back home. So me being the naive girl I said, okay. Anyway, he gets to my house. Obviously, I'm in my pajamas, no makeup. We go to my room. Paul walks into my room, grabs my guitar, sits on my bed, starts playing and singing at the same time. And I'm just stood there like, if that was me in that situation, first thing I would have done is said, I'm just here to charge my phone. I don't want to be in your personal space. That would have been my thought process. Clearly, Paul was not on that same wavelength. I'm like, did you not need to charge your phone? He's like, oh, yeah, of course. I was like, okay, pass me your phone, let me charge it. And he was like, oh, no, like, you give me the charger. Why can you not just pass me your phone so I can plug it in? But I thought, okay, whatever. Gave him the charger. Not even 5 minutes after, I turned around and I was like, what percentage are you on? Because I do really need to charge my phone as well. And I was just doing that to kind of see like how long it would take for him to leave. This man goes, oh yeah, don't you worry. You can charge your phone. My phone's on like 50%. The math ain't. 5 minutes, it's gone from 1% to 50%. And I was like, I thought you said you're on 1%. And he was like, yeah, it was on 1%, but I've got this phone that charges super quick. Babe, you've got an iPhone 12. I really don't think that's how it works. Do you think I'm dumb? Well, I clearly am dumb. So at this point, I'm not even gonna argue with him. I'm like, you could now leave. He's like, there aren't any more trains. Any sane person would have known that he's lying in that situation. But I just believed it. Idiot. I know, so silly of me. So Paul looks at me and says, do you mind if I just stay here? I was like, I need to wake up at 5:30 a.m. for uni. He's like, that's fine, that's literally fine. And I was like, and we're just gonna sleep. Obviously, I am not going to sleep with a stranger in my bed. I also have a bit of trauma in these kinds of situations. And I thought, how bad can it be? It's just a couple hours and then he'll be gone. Now, obviously, I do not feel safe. So I stay up. This guy starts stripping and ends up in just his box. He suddenly starts to like pull me and like roll me over. I'm thinking, no, please. This man's trying to kiss me. I'm like trying to move away. He's trying to get on top of me. I'm trying to roll over. At one point, I'm like, stop, just go to bed. And I really do just want to sleep. He was like, oh, you should have just said like, yeah, of course. Like, you could tell I'm uncomfortable. Falls asleep. Me, on the other hand, I obviously do not sleep the whole night. 5:30 rolls around, the alarm goes off, and I've never gotten out of bed so fast in my life. Switching on the lights, opening the blinds, I'm like, it's your time to go. He's getting his stuff and I'm literally shoving him out. Literally is about to go in to kiss me again, shove him out. I'm like, no. And he's like, okay, bye. I get a message from him an hour later and he's like, hey, like, I just want to say I had such a good night. Thank you so much for everything. Like, I really hope I can see you again. Can you not feel when a girl is uncomfortable, especially when she's literally voicing it? You've obviously lied about missing your train. You've obviously lied about your battery percentage. Oh, he clearly thought that I didn't realize, which at the beginning I didn't. Naturally, I message back and I'm like, hey, I'm gay. Instead of blocking him, instead of ignoring his message, instead of saying you're an awful person, I just said I'm gay. He ends up saying, hey, I'm really sorry, like, I didn't know you were questioning your sexuality. Basically, I just never spoke to him again. So yeah, that's basically what happened.